Has there been a situation where your father's famous name or his success has been a disadvantage to you?
Yes. And the thing I think of first and foremost is when I had this big idea of this show, this American Indian show called Spirit the Seventh Fire. And it was too big of an idea for me to figure out how to make it happen by myself. So I had to get a lot of people involved. I had to basically raise money. I didn't have enough money to make it real. You know, I can make my own record because it's fairly inexpensive to do it. But when you have a big theatrical show that you're trying to make real, you need to get a business plan together and find investors and all that. And I found that the last name was wonderful in terms of meeting people who might be interested, and you know, I got it on the mall in Washington, so I had to meet senators and congressmen and all these things. So to meet people is fantastic. But when it came time to raise money, everybody practically laughed me out of the room. You know, why do you need money? You know, look at who your dad is. Why doesn't he just pay for it? Or don't you have the money? So it was very hard to raise money for the show. That was the biggest negative, for sure. Other than that, mostly no, except that the more well-known he gets as I get older, the harder it is sometimes to know what people's motivations are in terms of getting to know me, which is kind of frustrating. You know, it's like, think of it, if you had any kind of famous father or friend, even if you had a famous friend, they say, gee, you're so great. When do we get to meet so-and-so, you know? And so there's a little bit of that, but it was mostly just in trying to raise money for my show. That was hard.